for those who ask and those who don't, where does all this go? Everything we leave behind, carried on the wind, taken on the water, out of sight and out of mind to some, but not for others. At the climate literacy course, we are learning how to keep a cleaner world. We are learning what to do in lockdown too.
We at the Climate Literacy Club have been researching about climate change. We have been learning about our planet and how to save it before it's too late. We are learning how to grow diverse crops with recycled materials.
We don't know what to do. However, you have things and activities you can do throughout the day, but you have no idea of. These are really good to pass your time out if you're bored at home, you have nothing to do, or you want to learn a new skill. Each boxes have different activities and it has different styles as well, like different items as well in these boxes. Like you can make a t-shirt bag, you can do textile mending with a shisha coat embroidery. You can make your own t-shirt yarn.
So, like, if I may start to ask you a question, what have you learned?
About, say, climate change, I've learnt that like fossil fumes are obviously they aren't good for the environment. It's making everything go very hot. Obviously, I don't think it's good because we're just destroying our own homes, and we're just destroying our own place, and this is where we live.
What would happen if we stopped using cars, buses, trains, planes or ships? So there would be less fossil fuels burnt, so less carbon emissions, and there would be less carbon in the atmosphere, meaning it would reduce global warming, and in general the population would be a lot healthier because we'd only be able to walk or cycle.
How is climate changing affecting animals?
So the planet heating up is obviously melting the, polar ice caps, I think, in, Antarctica and stuff, and places up north. So that's taking away homes for the animals that live there. So like polar bears and stuff, their homes are melting and they're not having places to live anymore.
So basically, I started sailing, and now I'm trying to go and do like surfing, and those have been like my two favorite sports because for some reason I couldn't understand football and some other sports. I just love being in the ocean, and there are like a lot of things in the ocean that are just amazing, that amaze you each and every time. As I started getting deeper and deeper, I started seeing that the ocean was actually there was like a lot of pollution in there, like plastic and oil and a lot of stuff that was damaging the reefs. So I decided to kind of make my voice heard, and I think that was last year in 2019. I also kind of did like a charity event with this other organization that is in London for like picking up plastics and stuff like that.
Green energy is energy that's collected from sources that actually don't harm the environment. And it comes from sources such as like the sun and the wind. So for the sun, it can be like solar panels, and for the wind, it can be like wind turbines. There are disadvantages as well. The cost of installing and storing the energy is high, and there are low efficiency levels, so it can cut out maybe sometimes.
What made you think about climate change?
I guess throughout like all my life, my mum's been talking about climate change, and it's always just been really interesting for me, and just like what our impact has been on living here and on Earth, and how we can, help save it. Well, this is actually really the first sort of classes that I've been to about climate literacy.
So green jobs could be created if we invested into many things: renewable energy, creating more cycle lanes and pedestrian precincts, or reforestation. There's been many young people out of jobs due to COVID-19, so this would create a lot of jobs for young people, and it would help them financially and mentally. If it becomes more common to work in a green job, there would also be a lot of education on it, so youth would know the causes and impacts of climate change and will hopefully make changes in their own lives. The world would also be a much greener and healthier world with cleaner air to breathe and less marine pollution. And many people who are aware of the effects of global warming and want to make a change but don't know how to. Green jobs would ensure that they know of their opportunities and that they can directly make an impact to stop global warming.
I think the main threats are pollution and waste in and around like the world, everywhere, not just one particular place. Most people are aware of recycling, but not many people utilize it and normalize it.
We are responsible for our own attributes and our actions if we make a mess. So we have these litter bins which tells us which things we can recycle. As a community, we should help each other out and make a better outside.
I learned one or two things. I'm now like recycling my rubbish, and also, I'm now talking about it more because I'm now confident, because I now know a little bit things about it. For me, my dream goal is just to have like a clear ocean and keep on doing my water sports, because I just love water sports.
I think I would be interested in developing like space travel that was more green.
I think the government could try more to get more like, electric cars, because I think electric cars are a very good idea. Personally, I think that. Some people think different, but I think that electric cars are better because it doesn't have all the gas and everything at the back.
How is climate change affecting people?
The thing that I organize about it gives a lot of problem, the cutting down of trees, deforestation. So like, especially in my country, it has caused a lot of mudslide, which people can be at night sleeping, then it just be like a flooding. We got that kind of incident where there's a lot of people died from mudslide. I don't know if you heard that from the news. it was all over the world. So like we are in the international UN, the international nation, all of them came in and tried to do some support towards the victims at that particular mudslide.
We are asking ourselves, what sort of world do we want to leave behind? And we are asking this of you.
We're preparing for the future and solidifying a sustainable one.
So we must act together to save our planet and not destroy it.